Hello, gamers. This is Brain from GameBrain.media. I haven't been streaming for ages because I have a crappy connection. I'm doing this on a cell phone. I went to low latency mode, hoping that that might cure the problem, and we're going to give it a shot. Currently playing Mudrunner. Would be happy to have some people join our crew. Jumping into Discord, come wheeling on custom maps with modded trucks. You can find the link to Discord at GameBrain.media's website in the right-hand side in Discord. Um, have a section called 4x4 Off-Road Games because we have a group of people who play SnowRunner, Mudrunner, and Spin Tires. They're all made by the same developer. Spin Tires was the original game, and it was about logging. It was a Russian developer, and it was a logging game. They gave you some big trucks, and you went out and you harvested logs. You brought them to a lumber mill. You got paid. You got to buy a better truck. You got to buy better tires, things like that. But the majority of us who played Spin Tires, or at least all of my friends, we downloaded monster trucks or Jeeps or modified trucks. Um, so you could grab, a Toyota with a diesel engine and just go four wheeling on wild ass trails. Um, the game also came with a map editor. Super, super cool. A lot of custom created tracks or maps, trails, levels, whatever you want to call them, such as Blackwater, let's see, Smebs, Moab, the Badlands. I mean, there was a ton of them. So we used to play Spin Tires now. Gone into Mudrunner. I also have SnowRunner, but this particular computer I'm using, my primary gaming PC, crapped out on me. And this machine can't run SnowRunner. Well, I just don't want to download. It's a huge, huge download, and I'm using a cell phone for internet. Anyway, I currently have Mudrunner. It's the same. It's a logging game. You can see in the background here, there's a water tower at the left. There's a pile of logs at the right. You get big trucks. You drive out to a place where a bunch of loggers, lumberjacks have been whacking down trees. They load your truck. You drag that to the sawmill, the sawmill, and you get paid. And then you upgrade your truck, and it's a great exploration game. However, just like Spin Tires, um, I don't play the game according to the rules. There are mods and there are new maps created by users, and it is redonkulously fun. All right, so right here, if you notice, I went from the main menu and I clicked single player. And in single player, I click this map, and that bounces me into. Come on, is it gonna do it? It's like I have a ton of add-on content, so it has to load all these custom maps. All right, so there we go. DLC map, DLC map. I think the bog, the island, the seashore, and crossing and downhill. I think those are all okay. Those are all like stock maps and DLC. But when you get down here to Rock Runners Mud Park, the Badlands 2, Backwoods Trails, Bushwhacking, West Virginia for Jakarta, I cannot say enough good things about this map. I highly recommend downloading it if you never play with me on Steam or in Discord or streaming on Twitch or anything. That map is just a bottomless pit of difficulty and spectacular freaking fun. Um, okay, carrying on. Blackwater Canyon, awesome, cool map. You'll notice that here's Badlands 2 and here's Badlands. They, I think, are made by the same guy, but they're definitely different maps. There are a couple more maps called Badlands, but I'm just giving you a quick overview. And I won't name every map. I'm just going to scroll down. Here's another Badlands Part 2. But you can see that this does have a little like track section similar to the Badlands that we saw up here. See that little, it's hard when it highlights it, but the Badlands 2 Hardcore, you see that little section in the middle that looks like a racetrack? Or a pretty well-defined path. There's tons of little gnarly trails on the sidelines, but there's that big path in the middle that's kind of fun. Oh, shoot. Sorry, made an errant click. It's going to load. What we're going to look for today is jumping down to look at some of the new maps that I have as I'm pretty sure was hosting the Gauntlet. And it was really stupidly fun. We enjoyed it. So I'm going to try the Gauntlet, which allows you 3 trucks. Do the same thing. Grab me 3 Ford Rangers this time. Here we go. There's one. Next time, I guess I'll grab the Desert Crawler. And let's see. Looking for the next Jeep. I'm sorry. The next. Let's see. Now there's a Hilux. It's essentially a Toyota in Europe. Here we go. That was the Ranger that I had. Next one I'm gonna grab is the Desert Crawler. I believe it was over here in the fourth or the fifth column. It's a tan truck. And then once you get in game, you actually have to add the pickup truck bed to it, I think. You see, like you got nothing on the back, but when you're in the game, you can add specific customized parts to the vehicle. It's kind of cool. There we go. SnowRunner's truck modification system is substantially better than Mudrunner, but you can choose different color paint. You can choose different tires, mud tires, all-terrain tires, snow tires, big tires, little tires, skinny tires, fat tires, you name it. So anyway, I'm going to click load, and it might take a minute for this to get into the game. And I'm going to take that moment to pause and grab something from the 3 Rangers. Okay, I got the repair kit already installed on this one. If I rotate my camera and I hit advanced and then change truck, I can jump over here into Nick's Ranger. And I already got the repair kit on this one installed. I'm going to zoom out, hit advanced, hit change truck. Need to rotate the camera. Jump into the crawler. Oh, it's got everything already equipped on it also. So what I mean by that is you cannot carry the spare tire. You cannot carry trail stuff. In this case, looks like an auxiliary gas tank. Yeah. And sometimes you'll be carrying a shovel and a big hijacker, high lift jack. Sometimes you'll get an option to install a unique or separate front bumper or winch. Cool stuff. But here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to install the trail stuff. Oh, it's just a cooler. It's a blue igloo. And then I'm going to install the spare tire here too. So then I'm going to go to advanced. I'm going to change truck again. And I'm going to jump into the Nix. All right, and let's see. The repair kit, what does that give us here? Okay, so I see a couple of fire extinguishers on the roll bar, the vertical post at the back of the side of the cab. And when I choose that, bam, it gives me 1,000 repair points to use on the trail because I'm smart enough to bring fire protection. Wow, look at that rear stabilizer and axle, and whoa, that's nice, man. So that truck is built to the hilt and more of a crawler, I guess. They call this one a desert crawler, but yeah, that's a pretty cool truck too. So what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and rotate my camera again, get into a position where I can go to advanced, change truck, and I'm going to jump in the plain Jane stock Ranger. Let's see what happens when we uninstall the repair kit. You see everything in the bed of the truck basically just goes away, and you won't be able to see that until I leave the garage parking area. All right, so now the bed is completely empty, right? But I have the option to install this repair kit. It gives me 100 liters of additional fuel, 1,000 repair points, and 2 garage points to unlock some of the buildings that we're going to find along the way. So I'm going to bring that stuff, and this is a pretty well built. Look at that reinforced rear axle, little lift kit. Let's see, front end. It's a leaf spring solid axle front and rear. And what about these other guys? Yeah, those look like solid axle front ends also. All right, cool. Anyway, this is an 83 Ranger. I actually had one. I think mine was an 82, and it was considered a long bed, which was really only a 7-foot bed. My dirt bike barely fit in the back if I ran it from corner to corner. instead of straight front to back, then I'd have to leave the tailgate down if I wanted to just tow the bike straight. Anyway, I'm going to use this little bugger until I get stuck. And then I'll come back and get one of the badass trucks to rescue myself, because I did not start the game using the Spin Tires mod. Because if you're going to play the game, you're probably not going to install the Mudrunner Spin Tires mod right off the bat. And like I said, it interferes with my ability to play West Virginia by a guy named Ford Jakarta. I think that's a number 4 Jakarta. But really cool. Really cool modifications are added by using the Spin Tires mod for Mudrunner, or the Mudrunner Spin Tires mod. Alright, so a couple weird things about the camera, like I can click my mouse and then rotate all around, right? You can see that I have like free cam. I can roll my mouse in and out, and it makes it pretty useful, but it also can get really hairy when you're deep in the woods and there's trees all around you, and the trees are in the way. So you have to zoom in really close to your truck to know which way you want to go, and stuff like that. So I guess what I'm trying to do is give you a little introduction to, oh crap. So I totally blew it. I missed my turn. I went off-road. Now I'm in a bunch of mud. You see how much the terrain is deforming around me? Alright, so if I press R key, I'm using keyboard and mouse, I can go here and shift into high, which is not a good idea. I should have gone to 3 low. Or I'm sorry, 3 low. Alright. Quick explanation over here. You got reverse. You got low 1, low 2, low 3. There's these little lights on the shifter. You also have high gear, 1 plus. You try to run in 1 plus and the engine's going to stall. So you have to be in automatic. Then you can hit R and slam it into, slam it into 3 high. In this case, I want to slam it into high, which I shouldn't have done on an uphill. There's very little opportunity, I find, to run high gear. There we go. Now I'm in high. Woohoo! So hauling ass in high gear is pretty tough. Oh, see what I mean? You don't get a lot of opportunity to, whoa, I almost rolled it. You don't get a lot of opportunity to, oh shit. Okay, well, I think I'm going to go down and do this again without being in high gear. So, thus far on the gauntlet here, we have just been running on the flat dirt roads. Well, I guess they're not flat, but pretty smooth dirt road through the hills, right? Now we're coming up on that switchback. I was going way too fast before. This actually would be a good place to probably be in 3 low, so the vehicle wouldn't be shifting. But, alright, cool. We made that climb pretty easily. Gonna run through the cameras. Press 1. It shows you your truck from the front or the rear, like that. You can also then zoom in, zoom out, or move your mouse and rotate all over the place. Press 2. Yeah, nothing really happens. So maybe 2 is not even an active key in this game. Press 3 and you get first-person cabin view of this filthy little Ranger. Alright, so mouse wheel should move you in and out, but it doesn't always in every truck. Every truck has different quirks with the in-cab camera, or the first-person camera. So basically it's 1 and 3. 1 and 3. And in 1, you have full rotation, but if you click your mouse, now you're suddenly locked into that camera view. So just click your mouse again, it gives you free range, or a full rotation camera. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and blaze down this hill and get to a nice scenic point, or something where we start getting a little gnarly. Just a little rock slide came from the hill up above. Let's take a quick look. Nah, doesn't look like there's Well, there's a valley there that the rocks may have tumbled down. And now we got another quick switch back. See that red thing off in the distance? That's the edge of the map. So